Hollywood loves to celebrate youth, but it rarely talks about what happens when women grow older inside the system. And that's exactly where Halle Berry decided to draw a line. At 59, while most actresses are quietly pushed out of the spotlight, Halle isn't fading away. She's getting louder. And according to her, that choice wasn't optional. It was survival. In a recent interview, Halle admitted something many actresses never say out loud. She described reaching an age where the industry starts treating you differently. Not directly, not aggressively, but subtly. The calls slow down. The roles feel smaller. The respect feels thinner. She said you feel marginalized, devalued, not just at work, but by society itself. And what made it hit even harder was realizing that this wasn't unique to her. It was systemic, quiet, normalized, and designed to make women disappear without anyone noticing. That reality bled directly into her latest role in Crime 101, where she plays a middle-aged insurance broker navigating a world that still values her beauty more than her experience. Acting opposite Chris Hemsworth, her character uses perception to close deals with powerful men, a storyline that mirrors a deeper truth about how women are often forced to leverage appearance just to stay relevant. But for Halle, this wasn't just acting. It was personal, because behind the scenes, she had already made a decision that would change the direction of her life. She wasn't going to let herself be erased. Instead of shrinking, Halle chose visibility. Instead of playing along, she chose honesty. She openly said she refuses to quietly step aside just because society feels more comfortable when older women stop speaking. And that refusal became the foundation of what she now calls her second act. Not a comeback, not a reinvention for approval, but a shift toward purpose. That's when she leaned into a topic Hollywood desperately avoids: menopause. While many celebrities dodge conversations that might make them seem less marketable, Halle went straight into the discomfort. She spoke openly about women's health, aging bodies, and the realities that affect the majority of women but are rarely acknowledged. She even joked about things people are taught never to say out loud, pointing out that over 60% of women experience physical changes as they age, and pretending otherwise only creates shame. According to her, when you talk about it honestly and even laugh about it, the embarrassment loses its power. But not everyone applauded that honesty. Behind the scenes, Halle revealed that she was warned. People in the industry told her to be careful. They said talking about menopause could put her in a box, that it might limit roles, that could hurt her image. And that advice said more about Hollywood than it did about her, because her age was already public. It was already printed before her name every time she appeared in an article. So she asked the question no one could answer. Why should she hide something that was already obvious? And more importantly, why should she be ashamed of it? That moment marked a shift. After 3 decades in the industry, Halle realized she no longer needed to protect an illusion. What empowered her now wasn't playing younger or quieter. It was owning exactly where she was in life. Ironically, while Halle was trying to redirect the conversation toward meaning and health, the internet fixated on something else entirely. A photo she posted for her 59th birthday went viral. Her smiling in a gold bikini on a tropical vacation, looking confident and unbothered. The comments poured in. People joked about selling their souls. Others claimed she had discovered the fountain of youth. Compliments flooded in, but many of them missed the point. Because while the internet was busy admiring how young she looked, Halle was trying to talk about why aging shouldn't be treated like a flaw in the first place. That disconnect is exactly what pushed her further. Instead of letting the moment pass, she doubled down on her mission. She launched ResPin, an empowering community focused on redefining menopause, female longevity, and women's health. What started as personal honesty turned into advocacy. And according to Halle, this chapter has been more fulfilling than anything she's done before. Acting gave her a platform, but this gave her purpose. She later explained that for years, she was told her value came from how she looked on screen. But now, her fulfillment comes from impact, from helping women feel seen instead of sidelined, from challenging an industry that quietly conditions women to believe their relevance has an expiration date. Some fans speculate that this shift is also a response to Hollywood offering fewer leading roles to women her age. Others believe she's deliberately stepping outside the system before it can push her out. Halle hasn't confirmed those interpretations, but she has made one thing clear. She's no longer waiting for permission to define her worth. And that's what makes her story resonate beyond celebrity headlines. Because her fight isn't really about aging. It's about visibility. It's about refusing to disappear just because society feels more comfortable when women stop taking up space. Halle Berry's second act isn't quieter, safer, or smaller. It's louder, more honest, and far less interested in approval. And maybe that's the uncomfortable truth Hollywood doesn't want to confront. That women don't lose power with age. They lose silence. Subscribe for more.